Hey guys, my name is Brittany. Welcome to anyone that is new to my channel. My channel is all about productivity, so Etsy, side hustles, anything like that. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe down below. But today I'm going to be discussing 5 mistakes that I made early in my Etsy journey. So with further ado, let's get on to the video. My first mistake that I made on Etsy during all of the shops I've created was not keeping my receipts. It seems like such an obvious one, but even the little receipts like going and grabbing tape to send out an item, or going to grab more packaging or packages to send your item in. Those little amounts, so that $5 you spent on tape and that $10 you spent on packaging, that's $15, and over time that can add up to thousands of dollars, maybe hundreds, but thousands of dollars, even that, just if you send out a lot of items. So keep it and put it on your taxes to help you out in the end. So what I've been doing recently is I've been filing. I've been trying to stay really organized. Every receipt that I think, could this get written off? I keep it, and then I'll decide maybe later in the year, just because it's better to have that receipt and then throw it away in the future than to throw it away and wish you had the receipt. Okay, and the second mistake that I made was not staying consistent for a long time. Now, when I mean a long time, I mean a long time. Not a couple days, not a couple months, years. If it's still fulfilling you and you're still interested in it, then keep going. I would go for probably, I would say when I first started Etsy about 3 years ago, I would try it for about maybe a month max, maybe a couple weeks. I wasn't seeing sales come in, which is typical for a new Etsy shop. It does take a long time, a lot of effort to get your Etsy shop going. And then I would give up. And I'm like, okay, what's my next idea? I love switching from idea to idea, but in the long run, that's not going to get you successful. And you're just going to keep going from thing to thing to thing and eventually get burnt out or get bored of it and just stop altogether. So pick one thing that you know that you are going to be staying interested in and just stick with it. And so my third mistake I made really ties into what I just said. So the third one is finding something that I am interested in. During my Etsy journey, I've done a bunch of different ideas. And these are not in any order, but I've done macrame, I've done jewelry, I've done candles, I've done decals like for jars, like let's say flowers, stuff like that. I've done graphic tees, print on demand, tie-dye, and I'm on digital products right now. So I've done 8 different shops. And I've created them, I've done all the about me's, I've just gone over and over and over again with creating new Etsy shops. And honestly, they didn't work out because I wasn't interested. That's all. The fourth mistake that I made early in my Etsy journey was not prioritizing Etsy. So in the beginning, I would set a time that I could actually work on my Etsy. And then during that time, I would say, okay, well, do I want to go do Etsy actually? Or do I want to go watch videos on YouTube? Which one seems easier? Obviously the videos on YouTube. But what I would do is I would say, how about I do both at the same time? I watch videos on YouTube and I do Etsy while I'm watching them. Well, that worked out good for the first 5 minutes. And then after that, I would eventually just be watching YouTube videos. So for me, what I learned is that just go find a quiet spot, either that being in an office, if that's a dining room table, a coffee shop, and work on the Etsy for that period of time so you can get into deep work rather than just kind of doing little work for hours, because now I can get the amount of Etsy done in maybe 20 minutes that I was getting done in a couple hours, just because I wasn't really putting my full focus onto it. I wasn't prioritizing it. I was doing other things while I was doing Etsy, and it just took me all day, and I felt like at the end of the day, I didn't get a lot of stuff done, just because if I would have just done it for 20 minutes, nonstop and not had other distractions all over, I could have been maybe cleaning my house like I wanted to, or watching that YouTube video and giving that my full focus after. The fifth and final mistake that I made was not responding to customers' messages fast enough. I still hit my head for this one just because it is so easy and it's so quick. And I honestly don't get a lot of them. Maybe like one every month, maybe, I don't know, max maybe 2 every month. I don't get a lot, but I would get the message and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm sitting on my couch right now, playing with my dog. So I'll respond after. Whereas if I would have just sat there and responded to that message quick, it would have taken me like 30 seconds. I would have maybe gotten the sale because their question was answered while they were still thinking about my listing. And I would actually look better to Etsy, because if you don't know, Etsy looks at that. So if you're scrolling down listings on Etsy, you can see that sometimes the star sellers, well, if you're gonna be a star seller, you need to respond to people quickly. And then sometimes they say response quickly. That's simply that they are responding to their messages quickly. Okay, and after I recorded this video, I actually went and looked at what the requirements were for being a star seller, and I'm gonna pop it up right here, what I did find. So the first one is your message response rate, like if you're responding to them, how quick you're responding to them, all that kind of stuff. And then the second one is, I think it's shipping time or on track shipping. I'll put it right here. So if it's not right, you'll see it right there anyways. So that is one really important component of being a star seller. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video at all, make sure to give it a big like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. I will have my Instagram down below, or maybe right here. I'll put it right here. How about that? So that's my handle. But thank you so much for watching today. Have a lovely day. Bye.